It's the year 85-86. Welcome back to school for the first edition of Rich's Corner. It's not the Community Health Journal, but we're having some problems with the Rich's Corner set. It hasn't come in yet. We're going to see what we can do. Today we're going to take a look at back to school at Pennridge, how it's affecting the students here at our school. Let's go.
Howdy.
Welcome back to school, gang. How are you doing, and what were you doing in there?
Well, Rich, you are Rich of Rich's Corner, aren't you?
Yes. Visiting Mars.
And you are?
Oh, I'm Dave Lexner.
Jerry.
Resnick.
Kathy DeGroof.
Welcome to the first edition of Rich's Corner. What were you doing in there?
Well, we were developing photos and negatives also.
Is that part of the new photography course being offered here at Pennridge High School?
Yes, it is.
Is it a pretty cool class?
It is tremendously cool.
All 8 members?
Yes, the 8 members now and the 25 in the spring. Which, you are one of those 25 members, aren't you?
Yes, in fact I am, David.
Well, I'm sure you're looking forward to the class, aren't you?
Yes, in fact I am. Let's go and see what other people have on their minds today.
Be myself, Scotty.
Hello and welcome to Rich's Corner. How are you this evening?
Are you? What did you just say?
Paul, welcome back to school.
Oh, thank you, Rich.
First edition of Rich's Corner. How do you feel being on it?
Oh, thank you, Rich. Well, it's a real honor, I'll tell you. You know, I've watched Rich's Corner since it was first put out.
Thank you. First couple weeks of school, what's your impressions?
Well, what can you say? I'd rather not be here.
Highlight of your life? What was it?
Rich's Corner. Oh, thank you, Rich.
Let's go. Sullivan, welcome to the first edition of Rich's Corner. How do you feel to be on?
I feel great.
How do you feel being back to school? This is the second week of school. What are your impressions? How's it going? How do you feel?
I feel great.
Do you remember how many times you mowed your lawn this summer?
Not offhand. About maybe 5, 6.
Dennis, welcome back to school. Here we are with Dennis DiCarlantonio, student of Pennridge High School. Dennis, first impressions of the first couple weeks of school?
It's changed since last year.
Why do you say that?
Because now that we are seniors, Rich, I know you can experience this feeling too. You feel superior over the underclassmen because you know 4 years more of what they know.
Dennis, I really never thought of it quite that way. Dennis, how many times did you mow your lawn this summer?
Once.
Once, and was it a good cut?
I'm sure it was.
The highlight of your life, can you share it for the viewers at home?
Cutting my lawn. That was the highlight.
Dennis DiCarlantonio, thank you very much. Have a good school year.
You too, Rich.
Hope to see you around.
Pennridge Community Video. It's a group of kids that volunteer. Speaking of volunteers, this is Pennridge Community Video peeking in the door with Rich's Corner. And that group is a volunteer group of kids that produce different programs. Rich's Corner, that you're now part of, is something that they're working on.
Speaking is Mr. Warner. He is addressing a group of 9th graders who are getting a tour of the library and media center.
Some of them are reassigned from the study hall to the media center to help us produce programs. Behind you, you can see a set that says Community Health Journal, where the Community Health Director from Grandview Hospital comes in with guests and discusses different health issues. We need students to operate the cameras. And through the glass, you can see all the monitors, and there's a lot of different kinds of video equipment.
The students look oh so interested in what Mr. Warner is sharing with them today.
It really isn't that hard to do. As a matter of fact,
Hopefully we'll get an interview with some of them,
you might want to get
so they can share their feelings with us.
videotaping a football game or announcing a basketball game or whatever aspect you'd like to get interested in. Listen for the announcement. There's going to be a meeting of new PCV members.
We're going to try to get some of the impressions of the 9th graders how they feel about this tour they're getting. Here they come. Excuse me, can I have a word with you, please? How'd you feel about the tour you're getting right now?
It's okay.
Is it somewhat informative?
Yes.
Are you considering joining the media center?
Yes.
Thank you very much. You young man, how do you feel about the tour you're receiving right now?
I don't know.
Very informative?
Yeah.
You think you'll enjoy the facilities such as the library and the media center, try to use them to the fullest extent of the law?
Yeah.
You considering joining the media center?
I'll think about it.
All right, thanks a lot. Hope to see you around campus. Right here. How do you feel about the tour you're getting this morning?
It's better than English.
I'd say so. You gonna join the media center? You thinking about it?
Yeah, I don't know yet.
All right, hope to see you around school. We were just talking with a few freshmen. I didn't get their names, I'm sorry. But we'll see them around school this year. Once again, we're going to check out the library. And Rich's Corners are... Judy, welcome back to school. And welcome to the first edition of Rich's Corner. How do you feel right now?
Wonderful.
How are you using the library today?
I'm studying.
Quite interesting. The first 2 weeks of school, your impressions?
I don't like it.
Really? Why?
Because it's boring.
We're watching Mr. Stoneback, I think his name is, talk about either some literature or some history. We're not too sure. He's using the auxiliary room located in the library. The students look oh so excited. Here we are in the main office of the upper building here with Mrs. Wien, the secretary here at the high school. How do you feel being back to work?
Oh, I just love it.
Was the summer too long or too short?
The summer was so boring without the students here.
Really?
Really.
Are there any hassles with the scheduling problems right now?
No, things look pretty good right now.
I know mine is pretty well screwed up. Would you believe I have 2 history courses the first half of the year? The second half of the year I have 2 study halls. Does that make sense?
Probably doesn't make sense, but that's the way the computer has to schedule.
I don't think it makes sense at all. Thanks a lot.
You're welcome.
Here we are with Mrs. Shearer, another secretary here in the office. She's quite busy right now, but we're going to try to get an interview with her. She's on the phone. She is looking through the calendar of events for the day. But we'll see if we can get a couple words in with her.
I don't know whether she has her schedule set yet. Mrs. Shearer's typewriter isn't it?
Mrs. Shearer's typewriter is new. Let's take a look at it while we're here. It's all transistorized, I believe, with the memory and the editing system. It corrects and copies. We're just showing you now where your money is going, the taxpayer at home.
Okay.
This is top of the line stuff right here. Mrs. Shearer, are you back to be back? Are you glad to be back in school?
Oh, I sure am.
Was your summer long without the students?
It's a lot different without the students, a little quieter, but we're really glad to see them back.
And I'm almost as glad to be back as you are glad to see me back. Your job here at Pennridge High School?
I'm secretary to Mr. Schwank, the principal.
And is it a fun job? Do you enjoy it?
I enjoy it very much.
All right. Thanks a lot, Ms. Shearer. Here we are with the truant officer of Pennridge High School. Sir, your name?
Gordon Conde Osgood.
The truant officer here at Pennridge High School. Can you sort of give a brief description of your job and what it entails?
I take care of the problems that relate to the homes that affect a child in school. It may be attendance, it may be transfer, it may be any problem that the principal wants to seek out a parent's counsel.
So if the student is not coming to school as much as he should, you'll go after him?
Well, right now I have to go after a boy that refuses to come to school by the request of his parents. And we will be taking a policeman with me so that he will come to school.
So your job can get sometimes a little bit more exciting than you had entailed?
Well, we try. Sometimes people resent help at all, but we have to insist. It's compulsory attendance in Pennsylvania. And either that or I'm in charge of working permits, and then a child can get out of school legally with a working permit. So it's a varied job. Sometimes parents do not supply the health facilities that the school demands, and the school then sends me out.
So you just keep an eye on the students and their life outside of the school as well as in the school.
Right.
Right.
I am a certified guidance counselor also, so I do know that area, and I have been a school teacher in high school and elementary school.
All right. Thanks a lot, Mr. Osgood.
I've gum in my mouth.
Oh my God. Carrie, welcome back to school. Here you are on the first edition of Rich's Corner. How do you feel right now?
Fine.
Are you glad to be back in school?
Yes and no.
Well, you told me earlier that you weren't at all. So what do you mean yes?
Because of the sports. If we weren't back, we might not be practicing.
Any opinions on the strike?
Well, we didn't strike so far, so I hope we don't.
We're talking now about the teacher strike. The teachers here at Pennridge are or were planning to strike.
Is this real?
This is real, Carrie. Carrie, did you mow your lawn at all this year?
No, my brother does it.
Carrie, can you pronounce your last name for the viewers at home?
Ryhorsky.
Ryhorsky. Carrie, thanks a lot. Hope to see you around school. Feel being back to school?
Just wonderful.
How do you feel being part of the first edition of Rich's Corner?
Just wonderful. Rich's Corner?
The first edition you were on, for the first edition of 85-86. I don't know if you saw the program last year.
No, I didn't catch it.
You missed the program. Probably the only viewer in the Pennridge area that missed the show. How do you feel being part of the first one?
This is exciting. Really exciting.
It's almost too exciting for us and the viewers at home, I'd say. Did you mow your lawn at all this summer?
Did I mow? Well, I'm afraid I did. In fact, my rider sort of gave up the ghost this summer.
So what you're saying is that your lawnmower broke down?
Something like that.
Oh. Teacher strike, any opinions, any thoughts, any misconceptions that you'd like to share with the viewers at home?
Oh, I think we missed some real fun. But it's nice not to have had it, but probably would have been real fun.
I know, it would have been enjoyed by most of the viewers. Mr. Bazzelli, thanks a lot. We hope to get some tennis shots of you later on this year, if we're lucky.
Good, that'll be good. Show me that's where I have my best form.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we've told the viewers at home a lot about you and about your tennis stroke. Thanks a lot, Mr. Bazzelli. Hope to see you around campus.
Is it over?
It's over about, in a couple seconds, once you say thank you very much, Rich, for letting me on your show.
Thank you very much, Rich, for letting me on your first show of the year.
Thank you, Mr. Bazzelli. Talking is not permitted in the study halls, but I'm noticing about 90% of the students are talking to their neighbor and not really doing what you're supposed to do in study hall. For the second week of school, these students look oh so very happy. Mr. Swanson, can we have a couple words with you?
Okay.
How do you feel being on the first edition of Rich's Corner this year?
Oh, terribly exciting. Terribly exciting.
How do you feel being back to work?
Good. This is a avocation I've chosen, so here we are again.
So it's better than sitting at home on a nice summer afternoon?
I won't go that far, but I enjoyed the job, and so gotta put bread on the table.
All right. Did you mow your lawn at all this summer?
Too many times.
Too many times. That seems to be the major consensus. Thanks a lot, Mr. Swanson, for helping us out.
Yes.
Thanks a lot for joining us on Rich's Corner. As you can see, we're showing you the crew as well. Thanks a lot for joining us. We'll see you next week on next editions of Rich's Corner.
Good. That'll be good. That'll be good.